What is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well. I just shot a super sick video for you guys. Let me lower this a little bit. Shot a super sick video about payment history. So if you're not watching that video series yet, I dropped the first video. Incredibly valuable video series that's coming. In this video, I'm going to be talking about entrepreneurship hacks and how to increase your energy levels, because this is probably more important than anything money or finance related, because guess what? Your energy is what people remember you for, okay? People don't really remember what you were wearing, what you smelled like, all these things, how they make you feel, or what they remember is how you made them feel. And what you need to realize is your energy, your vibrations make people feel a certain way. And what energy is it's, emotion. What does emotion stand for? It's energy in motion. So you want to increase your energy levels by having more emotion. But in this video, I'm going to go over 8 hacks that you can implement right away to increase your energy levels. This is going to help you in every single thing that you do. I don't care if it's business. I don't care if it's laying on the beach. I don't care, whatever. It's going to have a positive impact on you. So incredibly valuable video for you here right now. So the number one, let's jump right into it, is figuring out your sleep. So this is one of the most important things. What's going on, Alan? Thanks for joining. And someone said salute from Raleigh. Appreciate you being on here from Raleigh, North Carolina. First thing is figuring out your sleep, okay? Sleep is incredibly important to how you perform the next day. So how do you actually figure out what affects your sleep? Your sleep is everywhere. Your sleep is in, what you need to think about is, how do I monitor how I'm sleeping and what am I doing the night before that determines how well I sleep during that evening. So the best way to monitor it is with a Whoop band or with an Aura ring. So you see people wearing these like big metal rings on their fingers, or I had a Whoop band on for months. I had it on for like 5 months. Because what I was doing is just goes on your wrist. It's like $30 a month. It's free if you like refer some people. But what it does is it shows you how you're sleeping like 15 minutes after you sleep. It shows you how long you were in REM sleep, how long you were in deep sleep, how long you were in light sleep. It shows you all of those different things. And then what you need to do is monitor what you're doing the day of and the day before you actually go to sleep. So look at, what are you eating that day and that evening? Are you eating fast food? Does that affect your sleep? Are you smoking weed? That will definitely affect the way you sleep. It actually does not help you. There's studies that show that it actually it doesn't allow you to go into REM sleep and into deep sleep as much as if you weren't smoking. So that's really somewhat of a myth. Makes you tired, but it doesn't make you sleep better. It's all about the efficiency of your sleep. It's not really about how long you're sleeping as much as how efficient are you sleeping. Are you having sex right before you go to sleep? That actually is proven to affect your sleep. If you talk to like Olympic athletes, they will tell you they don't do that the night before like competition, the night before they need to perform, because it actually affects how you sleep. Are you looking at screens before you go to bed? The blue light, that also affects how you sleep. Are you reading before you sleep? All these things you need to actually look at. How am I operating differently before I sleep and throughout that day, and definitely with my diet, and how does that affect my performance? So you'll look it up on the app the next day and say, hey, okay, I only had 20 minutes of REM sleep. I only had 10 minutes of deep sleep. And then you can figure out, okay, it's because I watched TV before, I ate fast food during the day, I smoked weed before I went to bed. All those things can combine and cause you to sleep worse, which is absolutely going to affect your performance. So that's the first thing you need to do, is figure out what can help you with your sleep. So get a Whoop band or get an Aura ring. Just do it for like 3 months, because after like the 3 months, you can start to figure out really how it's affecting you. Number 2 is your gut intelligence test. So there's a thing called a Viome that we have used. It's when I went to an event called Thrive in Las Vegas. It's a guy named Naveen Jain. He invented Viome because he wants to make disease a choice. So what does that mean? Most disease happens from inflation in your gut. And everyone has a different bacteria that makes up their gut. And what he's doing is saying, hey, I want disease to be a choice, and we can make that a choice by realizing what are the things that actually causes inflation in our gut, and then we can avoid those foods. So what you do is it's a stool sample. You give a teeny stool sample, you send it in to Viome. Yes, it's Viome, Alan. You send it into Viome, and then guess what? That tells you, okay, these are the foods that cause inflation in my gut. These are my superfoods, and these are foods that I need to avoid. And then guess what? You avoid those foods, and you eat more of your superfoods. The crazy thing about it is, I feel super nauseous when I eat fruit. Or not when I eat fruit, when I eat fish. And guess what it said? It said to avoid pretty much all fish. It said that causes inflation in my gut. It also told me to avoid peanuts. Guess what? I had a super bad peanut allergy when I was a little kid, where I'd itch myself until I bled. So that made complete sense. It also told me some things like don't eat brown rice, which I was definitely eating. It told me not to eat apples, so I started to not eat those. And then guess what? It told me that my superfoods were bananas and a lot of the things that I actually enjoyed eating, which it completely made sense. So it was crazy. No, I'm not, Alan, I don't think Viome, I don't even think they're a for-profit company. They just make money on literally, they just make enough money to cover the expense of their facility that they're doing all the testing in and the kit that they send you. So I don't have affiliate links. I'm not even going to post affiliate links. Feel free to just go to these websites and go buy them. So that's super important. Figure out what causes inflation in your gut. Because inflation, what that does is it swells up your stomach and it takes away energy from your body. So not only are you going to have more diseases if you don't understand what's good and bad for your gut, which is going to kill you quicker, but you're also going to have lower energy levels. A lot of people don't realize how important your diet and your gut is. It's crazy important. So go get Viome and do that. And seriously, take it serious for a month. If it tells you to avoid the things, avoid the things. Try it out for a month. See how it works. I'm telling you, it's definitely worked wonders for me. Gut is a second brain. Yeah, that's a fact, Alan. Here's another thing I do. Fruit until noon. Now, I'm going to admit to you, I don't do this every single day. I do this for the majority of the days. Sometimes I'll eat a little protein bar, but for the most part, I'm going to tell you the science behind it. Fruit until noon. The reason why is because your gut, your digestive system actually burns the most amount of energy in your body. So if you can eat things that are easily digestible, you will have more energy throughout the day. So you want to start out your mornings by not eating a bunch of food. This is why people that fast in the mornings just drink water. They have more energy throughout the day because they're not spending energy on digesting these big bulky meals. So if you're eating eggs, you're eating cheese, you're eating all this wheat, you're eating like big breakfasts in the morning, and a bunch of sugar, it's not good for you. You're going to have less energy throughout the day. So try either fasting, or what I like to do is eat fruit. Eat fruit until noon. You drink water, you maybe drink some black coffee, and you drink and you eat fruit, because fruit is easily digestible. So that is highly valuable for you. I'm telling you, that is has made a world of a difference for me. I used to wake up and eat eggs and bacon and sausage and waffles and all. That just kind of grosses me out now. So give it a shot for a month. I'm telling you, most habits take 60 to 90 days to actually implement. So follow through the things that I'm talking about for an extended amount of time for you to actually see a real difference, because it takes time, but give it a shot. Next thing is declutter your freaking house and your freaking workspaces, all right? Stop having stuff all over the place, okay? I'll show you my place. I just moved here, but this is really bothering me right now, okay? But you'll see most of my counters have minimal things on them, and you'll see that's the same thing with where I'm working. That's the same thing with my offices. That's the same thing in my bedroom. Same thing in my closet, in my cars. I mean, everything is clean and minimalistic, because what happens is when you have a bunch of clutter on the desk, it distracts your brain. Unconsciously, you start focusing on these different objects, and it also just all these different things. It makes your brain, for me, it just makes my brain feel overwhelmed. So when you can the best thing you can do is clear out the things so that you can focus Listen, I got this, part of the thing I got this from is from Jim Quick. He's like the ultimate brain memory guru of all time. I forget what it stands for. It's FAST. It's like, I forget the exact phrase, but part of it is you have to clear out the things before you can focus. So like clean off your desktop, clean off this crap in your room. If you're not wearing clothes, get rid of them. Okay, if you haven't worn them in 6 months or in 12 months at max, get rid of them. Okay, it's just causing unconsciously you to focus on this BS that you don't need to be focusing on. So clear out your house. Stop being a hoarder. People that hoard, I almost guarantee you, there's probably no one that is highly successful that's a hoarder. So if you're starting the hoard stuff, like people will say like, oh, this has value. Oh, this is a memory. I don't care. Get it out of here. Yes, forget active state, teach. Yeah, exactly, Nicholas. Thank you, man. That's exactly it. It's that FAST. That's exactly what, what's his name has been talking about. Jim Quick, go look him up. His Quick is Kwik. Next thing is drink lots of water. So it's really important to start your day with water, okay? There's no denying, about 3/4 of our body is made up of water. That's how your brain actually operates, is water. If you wake up straight up to coffee in the morning, you start drinking Diet Coke, you start doing all this, like, don't do that. I'm telling you, it's terrible for you starting your day. You have to start your day with water. Drink a big jug of water. This is what I wake up to every morning, is this right here. I drink some water. I fill this all the way up, drink it all. I drink a fish oil pill with my water. I do, Alan, I am actually considering a Kagan machine. That's actually awesome. Shoot me like a DM. I was considering buying one, and I know that they are great, so feel free to message me on Instagram, because can't message people on YouTube, obviously. So start with water. I'm telling you, it's super important and it's good. What's up, Mikey? I don't drink tap water, okay? I'm absolutely on the purified water game. I don't understand people that drink tap water, right? It's just not good for you. But anyways, start with water. Don't drink coffee right when you wake up. I will drink coffee. I drink 1 coffee a day, whether it's 1 cup of coffee or it's some espresso shots in a latte. Cool, I'll drink that, but I do not drink coffee in the morning, like straight up in the morning and then throughout the entire day. That's so bad for your brain. If you drink too much coffee and you don't hydrate yourself, you're gonna have cloudy thinking. You're gonna think super slow. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. This is super important. This has nothing to do with your diet or sleep, okay? Control your mornings. I used to wake up and I felt like I was in a tornado every single day because I was not controlling my mornings. What do I mean? I mean, don't wake up and go directly into a meeting. Don't wake up and check Slack. Don't wake up and get into your email. Don't wake up and get on all these apps and start messaging people. Don't wake up and start texting people, and don't get on phone calls, okay? Everyone else can shoo, okay? I particularly block off, we're on my phone, so I can't even show you, but I particularly block off my days from 8 a.m., okay? I don't wake up super early. I wake up at, usually between 6 and 7. Recently it's been 7:30 because I'm getting used to this time change. I usually wake up, 6, 7, 7:30, and then guess what I do? I have my time blocked from the minute I wake up to noon, and it says my one thing. That allows me to focus on the one most important thing. If you haven't read that book, The One Thing by Gary Keller, super valuable book. Okay, you need to start your days with being proactive instead of reactive. What I mean is reactive when you have all these people messaging you, you're taking phone calls, you're getting on meetings, all these people want things from you. So then you talk to them and then it's like, oh, now I have to go get you this and that and respond to this person. Then you get into email and then you see 28 emails of people asking you for stuff. You have got to be proactive with the start of your day, and you have to control your time at the start of the day. It's gonna absolutely drain you throughout the day if you start your day and you're just you started off being reactive and just helping everyone else except for yourself. So block off the time in the morning. You don't have to do it for 4 hours. I do it for 4 hours. so that I can work on my one most important thing and I can be proactive and get stuff done before I start being reactive and helping all these people. Because that's what happens as entrepreneurs. You will start to end up on this hamster wheel where you're not automating and delegating things and you're just being reactive all day, and then you're just going to hate your life. Honestly, it sucks. I was there for several months and you feel like you're in a tornado every day. Next most important thing is live in inspiring locations, okay? Once you can do this, this is super important. Does moving to new cities or countries make a difference as an entrepreneur, even if you have an online business? Yes, that's exactly, you posted that right when I said this. So live in inspiring locations and go to new locations, because guess what that does? It creates creativity in your mind. It opens you up to new ways of thinking. You meet new people, okay? Having an awesome view like this, like I love this view so far. We had some pretty cool views in San Diego, but it wasn't like this. I mean, like you literally feel like you're on the top of the world. And I'm willing to pay extra money for this because it makes me happier. It gives me higher energy levels. Okay, it's a sick view, and I recommend doing that. And you'll see, like, even while I'm here, I'm still gonna travel once a quarter, because you get stuck, man. The people, places, and things that you hang around all the time, they impact you. And it's really, really good to have different people and places and things so you can have different perspectives, you can have different ideas, you can start seeing how other people do stuff. If you keep watching Fox News and CNN News and you hang around the same 5 people and you never travel, you're not gonna get anywhere, you're not gonna grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying. You're either going one way or the other. Okay, so it's so super important. I'm 16, I've crossed 7 figures from India. Should I consider moving? Yeah, Dev. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been to India, but I know that there's a lot of opportunity in the United States, so I would consider it. The great thing about having money is you can do a lot of shit that you want to do. So it's super important to, I think it's so important. People like get married, they get all these pets and they do all this stuff. I think it's super important. Don't put the cart before the horse. Make a bunch of money, because then you can do whatever you want. You could buy a whole freaking zoo if you want, okay? So that's super important. Travel and live in inspiring locations, because it's gonna give you more energy, make you more exciting, and also open up your mind. I think we're on number 7. So this I got from, what was his name? He's a dude that lives in a rooftop, a similar place to this. I think his name is, Alex Becker. The Dopamine Detox. So what is that? All these apps, and it's crazy. If you actually go listen to the people that have created these apps, they will tell you they don't get on the apps. If they do, they are on and off them very quickly, and they don't let their kids get on the apps. And the reason is because they are designed to bring you back for more and more and more, and to rewire your brain for instant gratification. So what does that do? You as an entrepreneur, dude, it takes a while to build things that are successful. It's the compound effect. Anything that's great takes time. If it goes up quick, it can come down just as quick. So it is so important to understand that and realize great things take a long time. And if you are wiring your brain for instant gratification and just for everything, you want everything right now, guess what? You're not gonna build anything great. So you need to give yourself a check. So when you're getting onto social media, you have got to be intentional with how you are getting on social media. Are you the consumer? Okay, right now you're consuming my content. Or are you the producer? It's fine to consume content. I consume a lot of other people's content. I love it. I learn things, get a lot of value from a lot of people. But exactly, Alan, turn off notifications. I have 0 notifications on. I rarely give out my phone number. And when I do, what happens is I will switch my number every like 1 to 2 years, because I don't want a bunch of people to have my number, because they all want stuff from me, okay? Or you just need to turn off your notifications, right? So you need to have your notifications turned off, number 1, and you need to be intentional with how you're using social media, or you're gonna get sucked in. And what I was saying is the dopamine detox, this is what happens. It wires your brain. to keep coming back. All these colors, all these notifications, all these things, they wire your brain, like I said, for instant gratification, where you feel the need just to keep pulling through your phone. A way that you realize that you are like addicted to this is if you're sitting here just working on your laptop, okay? You're sitting here, you're working on stuff, and then you maybe get done with an email, or maybe you're mid-email, or maybe you're whatever the heck you're doing. And you feel a pull to pick up your phone. You pick up your phone, you unlock the screen, and then you say, wait, why? And you click on an app, or you just unlock your screen, and you say, wait, why am I picking up my phone? It's because you're addicted. You're just drawn to the phone. Like you're like a dog. That's how you train a dog. The dog should not be pulling you. You need to train the dog by keeping the dog by your side. And anytime they get out of line, you give them a little yank. That's how you actually train a dog. And you also use the same word over and over. No, or heel, right? You use the word heel to heel them by your side. Same thing with you. You have to train yourself like a dog. If you're just addicted to social media, or addicted to your phone, you're going to keep going for your phone, picking up your phone. Then you unconsciously open your phone. Then you click on the Instagram app. You click on the Facebook app. You do all this stuff. That means you're addicted. You have to give yourself a detox, which means that you're getting rid of those things, taking some time away from social media, because what it does is it's wiring your brain. Like your brains are wired on dopamine. So like that's why people that are like addicted to drugs, or they're addicted to their phones and these apps, it's very difficult to get off them. You have to detox, because you will not be inspired and excited and be able to focus on your work, because this is a long-term game. You're building a business for the long term. You're trying to build something great, and you're not going to be able to do that if your brain is wired for short-term instant gratification. So you have to give your brain a rest. Focus on business, focus things that are going to compound over time, focus on things that are going to grow over time. If you don't, you're not going to build anything great. So give your brain a rest, get off of these apps for like at least 48 hours. Do that every once in a while, okay? And then after you do that, be highly intentional. Okay, I'm not getting on these apps before noon. I'll get on them twice a day from 12 to 12:30. And then from 8 to 8:30, and then I don't watch any screens from 8:30 to 10, and then I go to bed at 10. Whatever it is, figure out what works for you. Everyone's unique. Do what you need to do. And here's one of the last things I want to talk about, and this is really, really important that a lot of people don't. It just blows my mind. I have a high level mastermind where we work with $1 million business owners. And one of the first questions we ask them on the onboarding email is, list off 3 things that give you energy and 3 things that drain your energy in your business. And they will list off the 3 things that give them energy, and they'll list off the 3 things that drain their energy that they do in their business. And what they will realize is if they are more happy and excited, they will be doing more of the things that give them energy. It's usually things that you're good at, that you enjoy doing. If you're doing the things that drain your energy, you end up hating business. You end up not wanting to even work on it in the morning. You're not tap dancing to work, right? People will say, hey, you should be working on things you actually enjoy. It's absolutely right, but you don't realize that you're doing all these things that you don't enjoy, that drain your energy, until you do what I'm about to tell you. So audit your day. I want you to put your day, write down all the things that you do in a day. Okay, it's really important. Just start out with a day. If you're working on your computer, put a notepad next to your computer and write down all the different tasks that you do. I recommend doing it like every 30 minutes. Write down what you're doing every 30 minutes. Do that for a week. And then what I want you to do is put those into categories. Okay, I'm sending emails. I'm doing customer service. I'm doing sales calls. I'm on employee meetings. I'm shooting content. I'm building a product. I'm changing a tire. I'm doing whatever the heck you're doing in your business. Realize, okay, put all those things and then put it into a pie chart. And you need to separate it by things that give you energy and things that drain your energy. And then what you need to do is realize, how many of the things am I doing that drain my energy? And then what do? You delegate and automate all those things, or at least the majority of those things. Some of them you won't be able to delegate and automate, okay? You have to do things that you don't always enjoy, but this is super, super important for you to do. You have to delegate and automate the things that you don't enjoy doing, or you are not going to get excited to run your business. And if you are not excited and passionate about what you're doing, you're never going to build anything great. So that is highly, highly valuable. A lot of people never do that. They go through the motions and work. They're stuck in a job that they hate. They end up buying themselves their own job because they're working in their own business instead of on their business. Really, really important, okay? Where can I get more info on stuff I should do to get better sleep, like you said? I mean, first of all, one of the things I do, buy a nice bed, spend a good amount of money on a nice bed, spend a good amount of money on a nice pillow too, so that you can have nice things where you actually get good restful sleep, you have efficient sleep. But start with like a Whoop band. I can't recommend the pillow. Dude, I bought like a mattress that was like $500 on Amazon. It was like sleeping on a cloud every night. Slept super well. So maybe I'll try to find, just go on Amazon and buy the best mattress there, okay? It's super easy to do. I'm gonna open these so I can kind of just show you guys around this place if it doesn't, if the connectivity doesn't go out here. But got these blinds that just go up, got a super cool mic. Like I said, I just recorded an amazing video for you guys on credit, on FICO, and then credit history, which is like gonna be ridiculously valuable. So, and dude, Florida is another type of hot. I will like tell you that. But you can see the banks right here, and then that's downtown. And then this is, another thing to tell you guys. Actually, I can't announce it yet, so. But look at these views. Pretty sick. And I'll show you, my bedroom is like right in there, so it walks out here. And then, let me close this. I'll show you, so what I'm doing this place, the reason why I got this place is because it's inspirational, and I'm ready to go to Jupiter this year. If you guys are going to Jupiter or Saturn with me, let me know in the comments. And what I'm doing is, I'm having, dude, you guys are about to see how ridiculous this content gets in 2021. So this room is going to be, I'm actually about to move the bed over here. So this is a guest bedroom. And then what I'm gonna do, so look at these views, pretty sick. And then this, obviously all these windows open. But I'm going to move the guest bedroom over here, and then I'm putting, so this is the other, like, all these, man, I'm gonna get these remotes, all these remotes to control these blinds. But this is the guest bed. What I'm gonna do, I have, obviously we have 29 employees in our company now. So what I'm doing, part of the reason why I moved to Miami is like build our team here. So when they wanna fly in, like Tyler runs our real estate acquisitions in Ohio because the market is just killer. So like, I want him to come here, right? I want Clay to come here that manages all of our sales. I want like our employees to have a place to stay. And I'll tell you for tax purposes why I'm also doing that. But I'm about to move this bed over into that room, make that the guest bedroom. And then this is going to be the content room. So I just bought some 6 signs. I'm gonna set up just this strictly content. And then this is moving that bed into here, and then this is gonna be the guest room. And then I'm telling you, I'm about to full send content this year. So love you guys. Thank you so much for the attention and all your feedback you give me, because that helps me create content. But I just talked to my tax advisor. When you guys do this, this place is, yeah, let's go to Jupiter, Dev, I'm down. Love to hear about your real estate deals in detail. Yeah, Spencer, let me know how you want to hear about it, man. I'll shoot another video about it. Or what we do is we fix and flip properties in a 3 to 6 month period. So we're buying, I invest in Cincinnati. We love to hear about your deals in Columbus. Yeah, man. Well, really what we're doing right now, we're looking at a big portfolio right now. But what we're doing right now is buying single family. So anywhere between 1 and 4 units. And we're fixing and flipping them in a 3 to 6 month period of time. We have a few that we're holding long-term and cash flowing on Airbnb, but the majority of them we're getting in and out pretty quickly. So yeah, Spencer, feel free to let me know. We can always catch up. But where was I? Oh, for this place, I talked to my tax advisor. One of the reasons why I got a 3-bedroom instead of, or using credit to purchase. Yeah, that's exactly what we do. So like, we have a big group of entrepreneurs, 450 now, and we teach them how to get credit. Obviously, we're doing that ourselves. We've been doing that for years now. And then we'll use business lines of credit and credit cards. We actually purchase the property in full, either with all credit. If it's very expensive, we use some of our cash. And then we put the full rehab on credit as well. So we're pretty much becoming our own bank. And if we want to scale even quicker, our consulting clients invest with us. So they'll invest and we give them anywhere between a 12 to 20% return in a 6-month period of time. And then, you know, you could leverage private money and all that stuff. So that's my goal too. I did Fund and Grow before hearing about you. Yeah, I mean, I think Fund and Grow is pretty good. I haven't used them, but like, we're focused on like, okay, we get credit and then what do you do with the credit, right? It's like, I don't want to teach people just how to get debt and just get in debt. I want to teach people how to make money with the debt, because no one's getting debt to get in debt. People are getting debt to make money, right? Really, there's 3 reasons why you use money: to limit taxes, to grow exponentially, and to lower your risk. So that's what the wealthiest people understand. I'm sure you're right in line with that. But I'm writing off 60% of this place. So what you guys need to think about is like, that's why you guys got to own a business, because it helps you in so many different ways. Right? It helps you limit your expenses in life, because like, yes, I'm living in a super cool location, but this is also part of my business, right? And also I have employees that are flying in here. That's just room for my employees to move into. And then I have a room just for content. So that means that 2/3 of my place is for business. Actually, more than 2/3 of my place is for business. So like, you may be hearing people, oh, you can only write off 30%. You can only write off 30% if you're scared because you're actually not using that space for work, right? Once you actually start using the majority of your house, whatever percentage you're using, that's how much you can write off, okay? But that's why I'm super pumped to live here and excited to grow on YouTube too. Like I said, just started a video series about FICO. There's a lot of misinformation about FICO, the different types of FICO, how to get a perfect score. So please watch that series. I just recorded, I actually just bought all this camera stuff. So I got a pretty nice camera and just recorded the second part. So I'll be dropping that in like 2 days from now. Anyways, appreciate you guys being on here. I will make sure to post this as well if you missed it. I went over 8 ways to increase your energy levels that have helped me massively in the past 2 years. And make sure you take action on them. At least try it. Like I said, habits take usually 60 to 90 days to actually implement. So when you guys start something new, that's why most people aren't successful, because the compound effect never happens. When you start doing new things, it's just like a flat line, and you never take off. And the reason why you never take off is because you never spent the amount of time to put in the work. It's the slight edge. Go read that book, or The Compound Effect. You guys got to spend time to make new habits. And I'm telling you, if you do the 8 things that I just talked about, you're not only going to have more energy, you're just going to be way happier in life. And I think that's ultimately what matters. That's why I care a lot about money, is because it creates freedom. And I think freedom brings happiness. All right. Anyways, hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you soon. Let me figure out how to end this.